Salesforce Certificate Pd2 Dumps. 21. A developer is creating a Lightning Web component that contains a child component. The property stage is being passed from the parent to the child. The public property is changing, but the setOpList function is not being invoked. At API stage. Ops. Connected, callback. This.ops equals this.setOpList, this.stage. What should the developer change to allow this? A. Move the logic from connected callback to constructor. B. Create a custom event from the parent component to set the property. C. Move the logic from connected callback to rendered callback. D. Move the logic to a getter/setter pair. Answer. D. Move the logic to a getter/setter pair. 22. A business requires that every parent record must have a child record. A developer writes an Apex method with two DML statements to insert a parent record and a child record. A validation rule blocks child records from being created. The method uses a try/catch block to handle the DML exception. What should the developer do to ensure the parent always has a child record? A. Set a database save point to roll back if there are errors. B. Use add_error on the parent record if an error occurs on the child record. C. Delete the parent record in the catch statement when an error occurs on the child record DML operation. D. Use database.insert and set the A110 parameter to true. Answer. A. Set a database save point to roll back if there are errors. 23. Universal Containers decided to use Salesforce to manage a new hire interview process. A custom object called Candidate was created with organization-wide defaults set to private. A lookup on the candidate object sets an employee as an interviewer. What should be used to automatically give read access to the record when the lookup field is set to the interviewer user? A. The record can be shared using a permission set. B. The record can be shared using an Apex class. C. The record cannot be shared with the current setup. D. The record can be shared using a sharing rule. Answer. B. The record can be shared using an Apex class. 24. A developer is writing a Visualforce page that queries accounts in the system and presents a data table with the results. The users want to be able to filter the results based on up to 5 fields. However, the users want to pick the 5 fields to use as filter fields when they run the page. Which Apex code feature is required to facilitate this solution? A. Dynamic SOCL. B. Report API. C. Dynamic Variable Binding. D. Streaming API. Answer. Dynamic Variable Binding. 25. An end user reports that a Lightning component is performing poorly. Which 2 steps should be taken in production to investigate? Choose 2 answers. A. Enable debug mode for Lightning components. B. Print console.log statements to identify where actions are delayed. C. Use the Salesforce Lightning Inspector Chrome extension. D. Add a trace flag to the user who reported the issue. Answers. C. Use the Salesforce Lightning Inspector Chrome extension. D. Add a trace flag to the user who reported the issue. For more information visit this site www.salesforcestart.com.